everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome back to another video. I feel really sick right now, but I wanted to post something today because I'm still trying to persist and do Bookmas. So thankfully I have read 2 books that I haven't spoken about yet during the month, and this is going to be a little review of these 2 books. So the first one I read on Christmas morning, actually, whilst I was trying to upload my Christmas Carol retelling. But I read Christmas at Thompson Hall, a mid-Victorian Christmas tale by Anthony Trollope. I ended up giving it 3.25 stars. It's because it was alright, but it didn't deliver on what I was hoping it to deliver on. So let me quickly read my little review on Goodreads. I just finished this on Christmas morning, and it probably wasn't the most festive of reads of what I was hoping for. It's set during Christmas, but not necessarily a Christmas book. We follow Mrs. Brown, who is desperately trying to get back to her family's home in England, Thompson Hall, from the south of France, but her husband falls ill. I use this because it is possible he's lying. So they stop off in Paris so he can recoup. He requests for some mustard for his sore throat. And here Mrs. Brown stumbles into a farce in search of it, eventually placing a mustard plaster. I don't know what that is. I think it's just like a handkerchief with like mustard on another man instead. Whilst trying to leave early the next day, Christmas Eve, the porter stops the Browns as the man, a Mr. Jones, wants answers. So, yep, ... Like there's more to the story, different plot twists, awkward and unfortunate events. The writing was fine, easily understandable and followed. It's descriptive in parts and mostly pleasant to read. The characters were okay, I guess, slightly annoying and maybe a bit unreasonable. Like sometimes I was just like, oh my god, like how are you like... You were so, like, blowing this out of proportion. Like, honestly, calm down, sorry. But overall, were as developed as could be in spite of the story's shortness. The humour and shock value were mostly agreeable, with some things again proving irritating. I'd recommend a short story, but it didn't fulfil what I had hoped for. So it was fine. It just wasn't really the Christmassy thing I wanted for something on Christmas Day. And I guess maybe I should have looked more into it, but all the information was it's about the Browns trying to celebrate Christmas. That's what the summary I read said. So I don't know, but it was fine. And then the next one is another Victorian like tale. That's sort of why they're semi like together in this video, and that was Hunted Down by Charles Dickens, and this is my second Dickens like book. It's a short story, but first was obviously Christmas Carol, which I absolutely loved, but this one I gave 2.75 stars, and quick plot summary. First person account from Mr. Sampson, who meets with Mr. Slinkton and automatically thinks something is off with him, mainly his method of parting his hair, like at the top of his head. He's like why on earth would someone do that? The 2 men cross paths a couple more times and we learn of what it is Slinkton has done / been doing. Henceforth, Sampson pursues his hunting down, where the truth of the matter is exposed at the end. The storyline was okay, I guess. You were slightly intrigued, and the mystery elements were the best parts. But it does have an unrealistic and not fully plausible plot at times. The characters aren't really all that developed, but it is a short story, so one cannot expect that level of analysis. The writing was okay, but at times I was slightly lost on what was exactly happening. It's partially descriptive, but I did miss the Dickensian approach that was prevalent in the Christmas Carol, and many of people have said is like his way of writing characters in other books as well. But obviously I can't really talk that much because I've only read one, but I do want to read more of its books. Overall, the short story was entertaining but not wholly an enjoyable read. I am intrigued to read more of Dickens' mysteries, and I guess would recommend due to its length despite my reservations. So yeah, I think this was like just under 50 pages, so it was okay. Yeah, I'm going to have a choking fit now, so I'm going to quickly say my goodbyes. Hope you have a nice day. Hope you're feeling better than me. Love you. Bye. Bye. Bye.